I had my suspicions for months. Little things didn't add up. Late nights at the office that stretched into early mornings. A new watch, expensive, that he said he'd won at a work raffle. The hushed phone calls he'd take outside. It all pointed to one thing. He was lying to me. His name was Mark, and we'd been together for 5 years. I loved him. Or at least, I thought I did. The more I dug, the more I found. Credit card statements with charges at restaurants he claimed he'd never been to. Text messages hidden deep within his phone. Messages from a number I didn't recognize. Each piece of evidence chipped away at my trust until there was nothing left. Finally, I decided I couldn't take it anymore. I needed answers, and I wasn't getting them from him. So I did something drastic. I went to see his family, his parents, his sister, the people who'd known him his whole life. Maybe they could shed some light on his behavior. Maybe they could explain what was happening. I drove to their house, a knot forming in my stomach with each mile. I rehearsed what I would say, how I would confront them. I tried to stay calm, but I was a mess of nerves and anger. When they opened the door, they seemed surprised to see me. I hadn't called ahead. I just showed up, unannounced and unwelcome it seemed. I took a deep breath and told them everything. The late nights, the new watch, the secret messages. I laid it all out, raw and vulnerable. Their faces didn't change. There was no shock, no surprise, no denial. Just a quiet, knowing look that passed between them. "We know," his mother said, her voice barely a whisper. I stared at them, my mind reeling. "You know. You knew all along." His sister stepped forward. "It's been going on for months. We tried to talk to him, but he wouldn't listen." I felt a wave of anger wash over me. Anger at Mark for betraying me. Anger at his family for keeping his secret. Anger at myself for being so blind. "Why didn't you tell me?" I demanded. "Why did you let me go on believing this lie?" His father sighed. "We didn't want to hurt you. We thought it was just a phase. We thought he'd come to his senses." "A phase?" I repeated, my voice rising. "This isn't a phase. This is my life. He's been lying to me, and you all just stood by and watched." The conversation went on for hours. They revealed more details about Mark's behavior, things I never could have imagined. They admitted that he had a gambling problem, a serious one, and the late nights at the office were actually spent at a casino. The new watch was bought with winnings, and the secret messages were from bookies. I left their house feeling numb. The confrontation hadn't brought me closure, only more pain and confusion. I realized that the man I thought I knew didn't exist. He was a facade, a carefully constructed lie. But the story doesn't quite end there. While uncovering Mark's gambling addiction, there were hints of larger debts and potentially illegal activities he was involved in. Did his family truly know the full extent of his problems, or were they also being manipulated? Was Mark in danger? These questions remain unanswered, a shadow hanging over the entire situation. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more content like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more videos and explore even more intriguing stories. Thanks for watching.